Good day, everyone. I am Ma'am Jacqueline T. Bautista, and today we're going to talk about one of the most important concepts in biology, natural selection, the very mechanism that drives evolutionary change. So we just finished homeostasis, wherein pinag-aralan natin kung paano pinapanatili ng katawan ang balanse para mabuhay araw-araw. Now, moving forward, instead of stability, pag-uusapan naman natin yung pagbabago. Natural selection drives evolution. Paano umaangkop at nagbabago ang mga species sa paglipas ng panahon. So sit back, take notes, and let's begin our journey into understanding how nature shapes life on Earth. So before we start exploring the lesson, let's look at what we need to achieve today. Our learning competency is use information from secondary sources to describe natural selection as the primary mechanism driving evolutionary change. And in terms of our objectives, for our knowledge objective, define evolution and natural selection and explain their relationship. For our skills objective, analyze and trace how natural selection changes a population over generations. And for our attitude objective, appreciate the beauty and wisdom of nature's way of sustaining life on Earth. Now, before we dive in, tignan nyo yung mga pictures. So, makikita nyo na iba-iba yung kulay, hugis at katangian ng mga hayop. Pati na rin yung mga katutubong hayop sa Pilipinas. No? So, ask yourselves, why do living things differ from one another? Bakit kaya sila nagkakaiba-iba? And how do they survive in their habitat? Paano sila nabubuhay sa kani-kanilang lugar? So malalaman natin mamaya yung sagot. So bago tayo magpatuloy, no? Before we go further into natural selection, let's make sure we understand evolution first. So what is evolution? Evolution change in the inherited traits of a population over successive generations. In simple terms, it is the change in the traits of a group of organisms over many generations. Hindi po ito yung biglang pagbabago ng itsura ng isang hayop sa loob ng isang araw o isang taon. Hindi yan. It happens slowly over long periods of time. Sa buong population, hindi sa iisang individual. So think of it as populations evolve, not individuals. So ano naman ang evolutionary change? Populations of organisms change over many generations. This is the gradual change in the characteristics of an entire group that is passed down from parent to offspring over a long period of time. Sa madaling salita, populations change over generations. Hindi ito biglaang pagbabago sa loob ng isang hayop o tao lamang. Ito ay ang unti-unting pagbabago sa katangian ng buong grupo na naipapasa sa susunod na saninlahi. Kaya sa paglipas ng panahon, nagkakaroon ng pagkakaiba-iba yung mga sumusunod na generation kumpara sa mga nauna. So remember, it is the population that changes, not a single individual. Ang buong populasyon ang nagbabago, hindi ang isang individual lamang. Now, Meet the man who changed how we see life on Earth, Charles Darwin. Who is Charles Darwin? Siya yung tinuturing na father of evolutionary theory. In 1859, he published his book on the origin of species, where he explained his findings. So, si Charles Darwin, naglakbay siya sa iba't ibang lugar, lalo na sa Galapagos Islands. At doon niya napansin na kahit magkakamag-anak yung mga hayop doon, meron silang pagkakaiba-iba. Depende sa kanilang environment. So from those observations, he developed the idea of natural selection, the process that explains why and how life evolves. So ano nga ba ang natural selection? Natural selection, the process where nature favors organisms with traits that make them better suited to their environment. Simply, it's nature choosing which organisms survive and reproduce. So parang may pinili yung kalikasan. Yung mga hayop o halaman na may katangiang angkop sa kanilang paligid, mas malaki yung chance nilang mabuhay at magkaroon ng anak. Then over time, magiging karaniwan na yung mga magagandang katangian nila. Samantalang yung mga hindi akma, unti-unting mababawasan yung bilang hanggang mawala na. In short, nature selects the fittest to survive. Diba? Nakikita nyo nga yan sa slide. Better survival means more offspring. Traits become common. While less suited means fewer survive. Traits disappear. Natural selection works through four main principles. First, variation. Variation means differences among individuals. Kahit magkakahawig, may pagkakaiba pa rin yung mga species sa itsura, sa laki, o sa kakayahan. Next, inheritance. Traits passed from parents to offspring. Yung mga katangiang yan ay namamana mula sa magulang. Third, competition. More offspring than resources can support. Maraming ipinanganganak pero limited yung pagkain tsaka yung tirahan. Kaya nangyayari, naglalaban-laban sila, no? And then last, differential survival and reproduction. Best adapted means most offspring. Dahil sa competition, yung may pinakamagandang katangian ang nabubuhay, nagpaparami, at naipapasa ang kanilang magagandang katangian sa susunod na generation. Now, kapag pinagsama-sama mo yung apat na yan, boom, may natural selection ka na. Let me give you one of the most famous real-life examples, no? The peppered moth. So, ano ba ang kwento ng peppered moth? Dati, kulay puti, kulay abo, yung karamihan sa kanila. At maganda silang nagtatago sa mapuputing puno. Pero nung dumating yung Industrial Revolution, dumumi at umitim yung mga puno dahil sa usok. Bigla, yung mapuputing gamo-gamo, kitang-kita ng mga ibon, tapos madali sila makain. Yung maitim naman, sila na yung nakapagtago ng maayos. So, nature selected the dark ones to survive and reproduce. Then over time, umitim na ang karamihan sa kanila. Nakita natin dito no, na nagbago yung population based sa pagbabago ng environment. So yan ang natural selection in action. So, here's the simple step-by-step process. First, variation. There is variation within the population. Merong pagkakaiba-iba sa loob ng population. Iba-iba yung katangian nila. Second, environmental pressure. The environment changes or there are new challenges. Nagbabago-bago yung kapaligiran o may bagong hamon tulad, halimbawa, bagong kaaway, kakulangan sa pagkain o pagbabago ng klima. Third, selection. Nature selects those with the suitable traits. Napipili ng kalikasan yung mga may angkop sa katangian. Then, sila yung nabubuhay. Fourth, inheritance and adaptation. Favorable traits are passed down to their offspring na ipapasa yung magagandang katangian sa kanilang mga anak. And then, sa paglipas ng panahon, nagbabago na yung buong grupo. At yan ay tinatawag nating evolution. So, simple lang, di ba? Variation plus selection plus time equals evolution. So, madalas na pagpapalit yung natural selection at saka evolution. Kaya linawin natin to, no? Natural selection is actually the process. Ito yung paraan, yung makina na nagpapatakbo sa pagbabago. While evolution is the result, ito yung kabuuan ng pagbabago na naipon sa paglipas na mahabang panahon. In short, natural selection is the cause at evolution is the effect. Hindi lahat ng pagbabago ay galing sa natural selection. Pero natural selection yung pinakamalakas na dahilan kung bakit nag-e-evolve yung mga species. Now, let's clear up some common misunderstandings kasi ito yung madalas na misconception natin, no? First, hindi survival of the strongest, kundi survival of the best adapted. Ibig sabihin, hindi kailangang pinakamalakas, kailangan lang angkop sa environment. Second, individuals evolve. Mali. It is actually the population that evolves. No? Hindi nag-iisa o nagbabago ang iisang hayop, kundi yung buong grupo ang nagbabago sa paglipas ng panahon. Third, natural selection creates perfection. It's a myth. The fact is, create sufficiency for the environment. Hindi ginagawa ng natural selection na perpekto ang isang nilalang. Ginagawa lang silang sapat at akma para mabuhay sa kanilang paligid. And last, hindi yan nangyayari sa isang iglap. Kailangan ng maraming generation bago makita yung malaking changes. Dahan-dahan pero sigurado. Okay? So, quick recap tayo para manatili sa isipan. Again, evolution, change in population traits over time. Ito yung pagbabago ng katangian ng isang grupo sa paglipas ng panahon. Evolutionary change, it is a change in population traits over time. Natural selection naman, nature favors best adapted individuals. Ang natural selection naman yung proseso kung saan pinipili ng kalikasan ang may pinakaangkop na katangian upang mabuhay at magparami. Fourth, there are four pillars, no? Variation, inheritance, competition, and selection, no? And then yung pinakaangkop sa paligid ang pinakamaraming anak. Kaya kumakalat yung magagandang katangian. Remember, natural selection, yung paraan, the mechanism, while evolution, it is the result. Yan yung resulta. So, yan yung buong lesson natin for today. Okay? So, see you on our lesson 2 of this topic. So, once again, this is Ma'am Jacqueline Bautista. Have a nice day, everyone.